box. So tonight is a little different. We will be allowing pretty much anyone, as long as you're keeping it featured friendly, to get in the box and answer the questions that I'll be asking. And we're going to be playing a game tonight. Fave anybody that you see that's active and that you want to stay connected to. And then just keep an open mind. Hi, Shay. And we are going to kind of jump right into it. Busy, you can request the box. Dr. V, you can request the box. Vanilla Cupcake, hi. If you want to request the box and join in the conversation, please feel free to do so. And like always, I will allow my guests to introduce themselves and plug anything they'd like to plug. Hi, Busy. Hi, Dr. V. Hi, Kings. Thank you for being here with me to have this conversation. Busy, we'll start with you. Let us know something about you.
Busy a lot being a spot. I just love the music for real, so I just be making all the music. I think you should follow your passion instead of just working a 9 to 5. So I'm heavy on that, following dreams and goals. I appreciate that. Um, that's me. That's where I stand with it, and I tell all my boys and all my friends and all my just everybody around me like, are you working this for you because you like it, or are you working this because this is your 9 to 5, this is your day to day? And what are you gonna do about it after that? Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just heavy on the dreams, heavy on the goals. That's me. That's where I stay busy a lot. Stay busy on that. You heard? I love the music.
Okay, Busy, thank you for being here. I hear you good. It does sound like maybe there's like a fan or something right behind you. Um, yeah, I was able to hear you though. It just sounds a little staticky in the background. Dr. V, what about you?
Sound good?
You sound good. You sound great. There's nothing
Alright.
in the background.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Val, known around town like the Greyhound. It ain't much to it, you know what I'm saying? I stream. Uh, yeah, I stream. Come check me out, fave me, I fave you back. And yeah, that's about it.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna hit my son with a fave though, cause like he made the rap after my rap. I said busy a lot, be in the spot. He said be around town like the Greyhound. I feel like
Hello.
we should get.
I got you back, busy.
Yes. We
That's
love that.
fine.
The
That's
creative,
fine.
the creative bounce back. Yes, yes. And we gonna jump right into it. If you're in the chat, drop a 1. Let us know you here and you ready for this conversation. It is based around Black excellence tonight, guys. You don't need to be Black. It don't matter what color you are. What does honoring Black history look like to you? Not just Black History Month. What is it? It could be learning, supporting, celebrating. What is one thing that you do to honor Black history? And we'll start with Dr. V.
Good question.
Let us know in the
Um,
chats. What do you do to
um,
honor?
good question. I uh, I have some Black heroes that I totally look up to. Look up to the same way some people look up to Jesus. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And one of them being Harriet. You know, Harriet Tubman was great leader for me. You know what I'm saying? So I like to do deep dives. You dig what I'm saying? Like I might hear something about something that might intrigue me about Black history or something that I may not know, and I like to do deep dives on that and get in tune with that. I'm a deep diver.
we love that. Doing deep dives. Yes, yes. And what about you, Busy? How do you honor Black history?
Um, I think I do it by showing like remembrance and just taking that time just to remember in my space in my head and at the time that we in now and just try to like compare. I wasn't around back in the day when things were probably worse than what it was. I appreciate that. But I do like remembrance. So I'm like, it probably wasn't like this. Like if if I'm sitting at this restaurant, like I would have probably been in another section over there somewhere back in the day.
Yes.
I'm in this section. I'm being catered, and I'm being catered by a white woman right now. You know what I'm saying? She's the waitress. this is fire. It wasn't like that. So I just keep that in the memory, and I'm grateful for that and thankful for that, and I always remember stuff like that. That's how I'll do that.
I love that. So we like to do deep dives so that we can learn more about these um, like very inspirational figures that we didn't have the chance to actually sit down and have these conversations with. And then we also are just keeping them in our memory and having conversations about them. And yeah, for me, it's a little bit of everything. Like I love learning about like inventions that we as Black people have made that we probably don't really know about. And we're going to get into a little bit of that later. Learning and supporting Black businesses in any way that I can. I love women owned and Black owned just because that's me, and celebrating, like over the years, celebrating has been our way of like rebelling, singing, dancing, moving our body, being happy in the midst of oppression, like, yeah, so that's me. And thank you all for being here. Answer us in the chat. Feel free to join in on the conversation. What does honoring Black history look like to you? Learning, supporting, celebrating, etc. And thank you guys all for being here. This is a safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Truth or Theory is going through some changes, y'all. So thanks for bearing with us and thanks for sticking around and seeing the growth and the elevation. Please make sure you fave my guests that, let me know that they would be able to come through and share in the conversation of Black excellence. What were you saying, King?
I'll fave you back.
Yes, fave for faves. We all try to make it to the top. It's enough room for everybody at the top. Two things before we move on to question 2. If you would like to be a future guest in one of our future topics, let me know, let Dr. V know, let Emoji J know, let anybody that's read in here know. Contact us on Instagram or just tell us in the chat. And if you have any topics, we are constantly looking for different topics that we can explore and deep dive together in a safe setting. So let us know if you have any topics that you think would be interesting. And we are moving on to question 2. So I know you said Harriet Tubman is one of your favorite Black figures, hero, someone you look up to. Question 2 basically is that, who is a Black figure, famous or personal, that has inspired your life in some way? Oh, wait, sorry guys, let me do the fun fact for question 1 before you answer question 2. Okay, so honoring Black history has never been just one thing. It's happened through education, economic support, art, music, storytelling, activism, and celebration. Learning preserves the past, supporting strengthens the present, and celebrating keeps the culture alive. So all of it counts, all of it matters. Now we're moving on to question 2. Who is a Black figure, famous or personal, that has inspired your life in some way? And we'll start with Busy this time. And if you're in the chat, feel free to answer.
Okay. Someone that inspired me for real is no one that passed, that's not with us no more, but they're here. They're definitely here. They're definitely kicking. They're definitely Black. I grew up in the boxing space. I grew up in being an athlete, boxing and stuff like that. So someone that I did look up to was Floyd Mayweather, and just what he shows, like he shows dedication, discipline, whatever you want to be great at, he has those traits. So that's someone that's very inspiring to me, because if you put that out there, if you do what he do, you'll be successful no matter what it is. You be consistent. I seen this guy go training at 2 in the morning to go work out because he want to be the best. He want to be the best version of himself. So he go wake up at 2 in the morning when everybody's sleeping. His opponents is not doing that. His people is not doing that. So definitely him. So he showed me that. He showed me those traits, and very inspiring person. And he's Team Black. You heard that?
I love that. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather for inspiring Busy here. Hello, make sure you guys fave Busy. Thank you for being here again. And what about you, Dr. B? I know you said Harriet Tubman. You want to?
Yeah, well, there's a few. I'll expand on Harriet Tubman, but there's a few, right? So let me give y'all some male figures, but let's leave Harriet Tubman as number one. So male figures would be like, and feel free if you don't know about these people, you could Google them. One of them is an African king. His name was Mansa Musa. Man, legendary guy. One of the richest men in history, even richer than Elon Musk and all the guys in Saudi Arabia. But that's a whole nother story. Another guy, Nat Turner. Now, I don't know why. Maybe it's something in my ancient DNA, but I am attracted to slave revolts. Anybody that slave revolts, so slaves that revolted against their slave master. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Nat Turner was a slave revolt leader. Like he led one of the goriest slave revolts in history back in the 1800s.
Nat Turner?
Yeah, Nat Turner, yeah. Okay. Straight gangster.
For real.
And let's not forget about the one and only, never the fake if only, the legendary Harriet Tubman, the only Black woman to lead a platoon in the military, right? And not only lead a platoon in the military, but everybody in her platoon survived. Man, that's legendary crap. That's legendary crap. You know what I'm saying? And not only before all that, you know what I'm saying, how she was able to lead everybody to Canada and did what I'm saying to, like, you know, out of captivity and stuff like that. You know, very interesting figure. Her wherewithal to endure all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So above all, there's a female. Her name is Harriet Tubman for me.
Hey, Dr. Valentine, what was it though? Like, was it her wits? Like, how did she?
No, all right, so exactly what it was her wherewithal. The fact that she didn't know how to read, the fact that she kept a pistol, and the fact that everybody that escaped with her made it. Nobody died, nobody got caught, everybody made it. And she had one rule. Her rule was, if you come with me,
you stay with me.
It ain't no turning back. It ain't no you scared. It ain't no, oh, you gonna go your own way. No, we staying together, or I'm gonna put you down in the ground. Cause you're not gonna sacrifice the freedom of all my other people. You feel me? Yeah. So she ain't put one above any. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. We gonna move like a unit. We came here together. We gonna leave here together. And I respect that. You dig what I'm saying?
That's fire. You sure that wasn't Nat Turner wife?
Nat Turner, like I said, Harriet Tubman, they both had similarities, but I got the story straight.
Hi, Alicia.
Nat Turner was more violent. Nat Turner was more of a guy that was running into houses and killing everybody. So one of his theory was, babies, children, if you white, you gotta die. You know what I'm saying? That was his theory. You white, you gotta die. We're putting you down. But Harry was more of a, yeah, Harry was more of a, we just gonna get out of this. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I gotta get dirty, I'm gonna get dirty. But Nat was straight getting dirty. He just was about that.
Yeah, it says that why he's important in Black history, Nat Turner forced America to confront the reality that enslaved people were not passive and that we would resist bondage even at great personal cost. So, I mean, I'm gonna be free or I'm gonna die trying, okay? Yeah.
Hey, where my badge at?
Here's a quick fun fact. Welcome to Truth or Theory, everybody.
Hey, my badge.
Oh, I see it. Some inspiration comes from history books and headlines, and some comes from people that we know personally. I love that you both quoted Some famous figures, famous figures shows us what's possible on that larger scale, right? While the personal figures in our lives, like family or certain teachers that you remember their name. I have 2 teachers that I remember their name out of like all the schools that I went to, because the personal figures in our lives shows us how to live it every day. So the public figures that are pushing and persevering and showing us on a larger scale, then we have the famous figures that are showing us on a larger scale, and then the public figures that are showing us how to live through it every day on the smaller scale. But Black history is built from both the big famous figures that was able to make it into the history books, and then the ones that are here today that are more than likely not going to make it into the history of America's books, but our personal life books, right? And so the game that we're going to play today is actually in honor of this. And I feel like, I hope people in the comments are playing along because I want to see. Basically, I will read some statements. It's named that impact. I'm going to read some statements, and then you'll just guess the name of the Black figure that the statement goes with, okay?
Is it multiple choice?
No, it's not, but they should be easy. You guys named a few of them already, okay? Let's roll. Okay, y'all. So let's start with some easy ones, okay? Hold on, let me turn the audio off so I don't keep getting distracted like a little squirrel.
That was cool.
So this civil rights figure's quiet resistance on a public transportation sparked
Rosa
a
Parks.
nationwide.
Come on, bro. She even say
Oh,
nothing.
my bad. I got excited.
I think you guys gotta type it. I think we're gonna say type it.
All right, type it.
To give, if anyone is in the comments, I know I had a dream. Hello. Okay, so this pastor and activist. Number 2, this pastor and activist became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize recipient for his leadership in nonviolent protests.
I typed it already.
Wait, hold on. No, we don't.
I knew it already.
Yo, bro, he got a keyboard, bro. I'm on my phone.
Now he got a keyboard. I think he's on his phone. Okay. So we had Rosa Parks and we had Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, this freedom fighter used the Underground Railroad and never lost a single person she guided to freedom.
Come on, bro. Facts, Harriet, facts.
Harriet Tubman, hello. This community leader, number 4, this community leader, an entrepreneur and inventor, helped with safety innovations that are still used in traffic systems and emergency response today. Do we know who this is?
That's a good one.
He helped with
the red light, with the signal lights. Facts. I got you. Hold on, I got you.
Alcoholic, do you want to join in the conversation?
Huh?
You got me.
If I tell you the first name, let's see if you know the last name.
Go ahead.
First name is Garrett.
Garrett.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Garrett Morgan. Okay, this is good. So Garrett Morgan was the Black inventor that helped at the safety innovations in our traffic systems. So he helped create the red, yellow, and green light systems. Hi, Billy. Okay, so now on to number 5, and then we'll go to the next question. This entrepreneur built a beauty empire that created financial independence for thousands of Black women.
I know that.
Me too. I know it too. I know it.
Okay.
Madam C.J. Walker.
Madam C.J. Walker. Facts.
Yes. That movie
She
was
got a fire series on Netflix, I think.
Yes, I loved it.
You watched it? It was fire, right?
Yes. Okay.
That's
No,
fire.
let's keep going.
Her daughter was a little freaky, huh? Right.
Okay, y'all, number 6. This athlete changed boxing forever while refusing to be silent about war, race, and faith.
Ali, Muhammad Ali.
All right, I'll let y'all talk. I'll let y'all say it because they
Nah,
not
you gotta
saying it.
type it, buddy.
Come
You gotta
on.
type it, buddy.
Come on, bro.
Okay, this medical pioneer's work on blood storage saved lives worldwide, even though he faced discrimination for it. Anyone know this one?
Wait, say it again.
This medical pioneer's work on blood storage saved
Oh.
lives worldwide, even though he faced discrimination for it.
Nah. Nah.
One more time, say it again.
Okay, so he was a medical pioneer, and he basically helped with creating like blood banks and blood storage and plasma processes. His name is Dr. Charles Drew. It's good that you guys don't know all of them because I was hoping that we learned something together about a few things.
What was his time frame? What was his
I should have done the time frame. Hi, Toxica. I didn't do the time frame, but just look up Dr. Charles Drew.
Okay.
Okay, and then yeah, we'll go through this one. We'll just go through these last 3, and then we'll go on to our main question. So this teenager refused to give up her seat months before Rosa Parks, and she later became a civil rights activist. So someone did this before Rosa Parks, but it didn't go quote unquote viral.
I don't know that one.
Her name is Claudette Colvin.
Claudia Coleman?
Claudette Colvin. So she was the original Rosa Parks. She did this already, then once she heard about Rosa, that's when she started pushing more too.
It got lit.
Hey, 30K, ciao. Big
Rosa heard
subscriber.
about her.
What'd you say?
I said Rosa Parks heard about her for real.
Yeah. But she did it without really it didn't cause a scene when she refused to give up her seat. You see?
I'm not giving that up. That don't even make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. She was 15. It's like, nah, that don't make sense.
All right. This author became the first Black woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Do we know who this is? Her name is Toni Morrison.
What's her name?
Toni Morrison. And she was the first Black woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature.
How did she do that? Well, she did a lot of writing. I gotta look her up.
Yeah. So she basically helped shape modern day literature with her writings. Wow.
But she wrote books?
I didn't do crazy deep dives into each person. I just did enough to know if it was a good fit for me to share. But we can, after the show, as a part of our after talk, do deeper dives into each person. I'm down when we chill in. And the last one.
Yep.
The last one for that game segment is, this is a mathematician whose data helped shape modern GPS navigation, which is used around the world today. Do you know what Black figure?
It's a woman.
It is a woman.
I can't think of her name.
Dr. Gladys West. Okay, so shout out to these 10 public figures that made an impact in our lives, more than we know. Rosa Parks, Dr. Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman,
figures.
Garrett Morgan, Madam C.J. Walker, Muhammad Ali, Dr. Charles Drew, Claudette Colvin, Toni Morrison, and Dr. Gladys West. It's so many more. That's just 10 that we went over in this game. But if you are just tuning in, welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space. We question everything. We like to dive deep. And we like to keep it curious and fun. So please make sure you favor our guests and let us know if you want to be a guest on a future topic or if you know a topic we should discuss. Tonight we are celebrating Black excellence.
Inspired.
Melanated kings and queens, hello. I mean, we're all kings and queens, but you know, tonight. Okay, now, hello, Miss Mary Mac. So we are moving on to question 3. So it's a few things that when I was going over this list that I was like, oh, okay, I did not know. And we did kind of go over a few of the people, inventors, but now we're going to discuss anything that you may use today that you didn't realize.
What you say?
What's something that you use today that you didn't realize was created by a Black inventor?
Peanut butter.
You didn't know about George Washington Carver, bro?
Nah, I did, but I don't think everybody else know. You heard, so I think that's why I put that out there. But yeah,
I didn't know that.
know about you. Oh, you didn't know that? See?
Give me something to look up.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that I didn't know, but I think I kind of figured it out. You know, I started getting my mind blown. It's probably stuff I use right now that I still don't know. You know, because if we really, 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 really look at it, right, stuff been invented already. You know what I mean? It's just really a rediscovery. You know what I'm saying?
So I did do my research really quick, and it pulls from 12 different sources. And it said that he didn't invent peanut butter in itself, but he did help transform peanuts into a major American staple, which opened the doors for foods like peanut butter to become common in households. So he definitely did play a major role, but he wasn't the one that put the products together and was like, this is now peanut butter.
this is peanut butter.
But that is a good fun fact. I
Thought he did. What?
I like to research it just so that it can stick better if it's new information for me. Peanut butter. So even peanut butter can get added to this list, y'all. What's something that you use that maybe we don't know that a Black person invented? Dr. B?
I mean, like I said, it was possibly stuff that I'm using right now that I don't know. So I really don't know until I know. You know what I mean?
Well, our fun facts
Yeah.
for this one is going to go over a few details. Oh, you got something else you want to discuss?
I think so. Like if it don't if my memory recalls it, I want to say the iron, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%, but I think
See, look, I didn't know. Look at that.
I'm not sure. Though. I'm not sure.
Sarah
Probably.
Boone.
Probably a microwave too.
Okay.
Will you
Sarah Boone. Hold on, guys.
will you Google that?
No, I actually know for this one. But let me fix myself. Hold on.
Okay. Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Katherine Johnson. Who's Katherine Johnson? What did Katherine do?
Coconut oil.
She made space travel possible.
I guess she's talking about one of the Hidden Figures.
Catherine Alexander Ashbourne. Okay, when you guys put their name, give us like a cliff note of what they helped invent. Catherine Johnson. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Let's see who she was a Black mathematician whose calculations were critical to NASA's early space missions. Okay. Okay. And who did the coconut? Oh, coconut oil was invented by Black or
I,
African
I could
Americans?
I could believe that.
That's so cool. Alexander Ashbourne, coconut oil inventor. Wow. So for the ironing, I did find Sarah Boone, who helped improve the ironing boards, Busy.
Okay. Okay.
We know Garrett Morgan helped with the traffic lights. So automatic elevator doors, being able for them to open by themselves.
That's Alexander. That's Mr. Miles.
Alexander, yes. The ice cream scoop, yes.
The ice
So
cream
many
scoop.
Black inventors that had their work on will, and we'll never know all the names, Sally, yes. She made the straight iron. Oh, that had them stolen. Yeah, their ideas stolen. Home security systems. Marie Van Britton Brown. Spring-loaded biscuit cutter. Refined the process of coconut oil treatment. Okay, okay, thank you for that.
You know we also got, we also got potato chips, right?
We made potato chips? Like the process of how to make them? Like
potato chips, fact. Fact.
So the clothes dryers.
Now, Madam CJ Walker created like hair gel or some shit.
She was a major figure in Black hair care.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she's still the only Black female that was a self-made millionaire. That could be fact checked though.
She was the only
She became the first self-made.
Oh, the first.
Millionaire. Yeah, not the only though, but the first one. She was the first, not even just Black, just first self-made female millionaire for any race.
Oh, that's fire.
George Crumb, inventor of potato chips. Ooh, yes. Okay, George Crumb. Let me add him into that.
George Crumb? Oh shit. That's so ironic, right? Crumbs.
Lloyd Ray. Do we know what Lloyd made?
I think Crumb came from that, to be honest, Hazel.
Lloyd helped with the dustpan, creating a dustpan. You know who created mailboxes? Philip B. Downing. I want to know if Philip helped, like, was we already getting mail delivered before the mailbox?
Yo, the mail, I did a deep dive on mail a long time ago, man. That the mail, it was crazy how they was doing the mail because they had to really form a way to get that stuff to people, because people used to hijack the mail when the cowboy used to hijack mail when they used to travel in the Wild Wild West.
That's crazy.
Man, that mail thing is crazy. Shout out to him.
Child, you got to be in camera.
It was a black chick. It was a black chick. That.
And no cussing. No, child. We're featured right now. We can't do that for another 20 minutes. So we had mailboxes. I want to do a deep dive on mailboxes. You can come back in without it. It's okay. I want to do a deep dive on the process of mail over the years. I see doorknobs. I can't imagine a door without
a knob. But just think about ancient Rome. They didn't have doorknobs in ancient Rome. Everything was like open and stuff like that. Remember, a lot of people, they use like curtains and stuff like that.
Exactly.
They didn't have doors and like, and if they did, they was like solid. They pushed in or something like that.
Oh yeah,
I remember
like
her name.
Doors and stuff like
her
that.
Her name was Stagecoach Mary. Her name was Stagecoach Mary. She the only one that kept the mail flowing in the United States. She kept the mail flowing in the United States. Yeah. Y'all ever seen that? Yeah. They made a little gimmick. They made a little spinoff about her history on the movie. That movie with old boy and them. But Stagecoach Mary was a real woman.
Stagecoach Mary. Y'all just
yeah, she was a bad motherfucker.
Nobody robbed her stages.
Nobody fucking stage.
Wow. Just stay out the box for now, okay? We could do an after talk. We can do the after talk and you can, but for now, just stay in the comments. For some people, it's harder. I know, I get it. Hi, okay. Yeah, someone mentioned the ice cream scoops in the chat. Alfred L. Crail. So the ice cream scooper. I mean, I'm gonna be real, like most of my life, I never used the ice cream scooper, even when I was scooping ice cream. It was like the biggest spoon I could find, really.
I've always used it growing up. I stopped using it now. The little thing with the button, right? You press the button.
I never used it really ever. Maybe
not
like
only,
2 times.
not only the ice cream scoops though, but you got to think about the ice cream truck, right? So we got the refrigerated machines, you heard, to keep the ice cream cold. That's by your boy named Frederick. You heard? We got to keep it cold. We got to keep the products cold to serve. So you feel me? So yeah, Frederick, right? He was black. He was definitely black.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. I dipped the ice cream scoop in the hot water. You feel me?
You can't do that.
How you get a proper scoop.
Yeah, the hot water, and then yeah. See, I would dip it in hot water too, but I never had like an actual scooper.
The Lone Ranger was a black sheriff from Texas. The black.
What about the lawnmower? Who helped with improvements to?
Oh, the lawnmower.
The big, yeah. Luke, I was the same way. I would just use the biggest spoon I could find. Never an ice cream scooper.
The lawnmower. I forget. Didn't
His
who
name is
invented that?
John Burr. John Burr was the African American that helped us with improving the lawnmower. And we also had light bulb filament improvements. What's a light bulb filament? What part is the light bulb filament?
That's the
Not busy?
blue part.
The part that actually makes the light? The inside of the bulb? Okay. So he helped with improvements that made the lighting practical and long lasting. His name is Lewis Latimer. Lewis
Latimer. Interesting.
Okay, so if you are just tuning in, welcome to Truth or Theory. Thank you for being here. This is a safe space. We like to think differently, dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Thank you. Make sure you fave all of our guests, fave anyone that is active in the chats. Thank you for all the gifts, guys. Let's go over the top gifters so far. Spoiled, let's roll. Unpredictable Hazel, Queen Honey, Alien Mental, aka Low Drip, Dr. V, Emoji JMC. Thank you guys all so much. We are talking about Black excellence for the topic of Black History Month. We're moving on to question 4. So question 4 is, what part of Black history or Black excellence do you think that should be taught, but it's not being taught? Like, what part of Black history do you think should be awareness more?
Well, who we going to first?
You seem ready.
I'm pumped up, fired up, motivated.
Okay.
Hey, I think we should concentrate. I mean, we all know about the 1800s. I actually love learning more about the 1800s because it's like I call it a quicksand century, because the more I know about it, the more I just keep learning more, stuff like that. But beyond that, we need to go back and learn about how, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but we need to learn about the real culture of Africa. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how you know, I said before, Mansa Musa and his brother was actually, you know, dominating, and not only dominating, but how they was actually empowering their people. You know, it's multiple kings around the Mali Empire back in them days. You dig what I'm saying? I think we need to pump that up more. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of um I wouldn't say forgotten, but just people just don't know that it was going down like that. A lot of people just think it was like mud huts out there when they had empires, you know. So
Just to
yeah.
piggyback and off of what you're saying, do you think this is something that should be taught like more in school or like in homes? And is this like any race, or are you just saying like this is
See,
something we should talk about more?
well, see, they have curriculums like this in Ivy League schools. You dig what I'm saying? But this need to be in a curriculum in your average public school. You know, it's just the same way how we learn about Christopher Columbus. I think it should be congruent to that. You dig what I'm saying? As way we could learn about that, we could learn about you know, some people cultures, where they come from. And it's Black History right now, Black History Month. So I'm, you know, specifically speaking on the Black History, but I'm not limited to just Black History. I like Chinese history. You know what I'm saying? I got some Chinese in me. You dig what I'm saying? I got some, you know, some Jamaican in me. You dig what I'm saying? It's all different type of cultures and history to learn. Specifically, you know, I like to say the Chinese because the Chinese have 7,000 years of history. You know what I mean? America, we only have 300. You know what I'm saying? So uh American history is like a infant. Black history is like ancient. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Woo! Okay, I love that. Thank you for your insight and your perspective on the topic. Before we get to busy, I do want to note, honorable mention, we had what, 12 yeses and 1 no. The poll in the beginning of this, in the beginning of our stream, our poll for today was, do you think Black history is quote unquote American history? 12 unanimous votes for yes, Black history is quote unquote American history. So now we are about to hear from Busy, the only no. And the question he is going to answer is, what part of Black history or Black excellence do you think should be taught, but it isn't? So what part do you feel like everyone should kind of take part in learning about?
To keep it universal, I think it's the resiliency on the Black side, but just overall though, like how Muhammad Ali didn't want to go out there in that war because he felt like he ain't need to do so. You know what I'm saying? The backlash that he got from that, but he still kept his composure, and just the resiliency on Martin Luther King doing what he do, preaching how he preached, and the backlash that he's getting from some of it's his own people, some, you know, the opposite as well. But just the resiliency to stand strong, to stand in that mode, to stand in that fight, to be in that energy and be like, nah, I got a vision, I got a dream, I got this. You can't tell me nothing. And I'm gonna inspire and I'm gonna let other people know. So I think that's something to be taught and something to be looked at. Yeah, that resiliency.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the more we share those stories, the people before us, like our heroes before us and our heroes that are currently here, the more we share the stories of their resiliency, I think that's how the awareness is brought and the lessons are being learned as well. So it really does start with even just these simple conversations. That's why I appreciate y'all for being willing and ready and available to have the conversation tonight, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing I used to tell this girl I used to date, you know what I mean? She was like, you know, she's like, yeah, you're obsessed with the 1800s and this Harriet character. You know what I mean? Because I always used to like watch documentaries and, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And, you know, she was a super empath. So whatever she watched, usually the documentary is kind of sad and stuff like that. So whatever she watched, she will feel. So she used to hate watching stuff like that. But however, I like this how you keep them alive. You feel me? Like when I stop talking about, you know, my people that died, you know, I forget them. You know what I mean? So I just keep them relevant by talking about them. I think that's all we could do, really. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Malala, facts.
Does anyone have any questions that they would like to ask me, my guests, the chat? Just any questions?
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a cousin that are black, also Chinese. Luke, you good? Hey, yo, I got a question for Busy. He never really answered that question that you asked him. Everybody said yes, but you said no. But I agree. I see. I could see.
You said it was ancient, right?
No. I could see every flip side to every coin, right? So I could see that point of view, but I want to see if your point of view is what I'm thinking. Why you say Black history is in American history?
Because it's not even down to like the religion. Like that was type stripped from us. Like we don't even really know our religion type. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, so that's the part where I think you was getting at. Yeah, I was agreeing with you because on some gangster shit, no, it's not. American history is 350 years old. 1700s, that's when the birth of a nation was. 1700s was when America became America. You know what I'm saying? Our history or Black history started in another region. You feel me? So I kind of agree with you, but the gangster in me say, nah, they took us, brought us over here, and we dominated. So yeah, I'm American. My history is America, and my history in Africa, and my history in Jamaica, and my history in Dominica, and my history in China.
Yeah.
I got history all over here.
Yeah, that's why
Feel
when
me?
we did the poll, usually our polls is yes or no, but it's no wrong answer. It's really just about your personal perspective. That's why I'd be excited when we see the no's, because we're like, ooh, show yourself. Show yourself. Let us know that you're the one that's like, nah, I'm not thinking the same way like everybody. And for me, I'm gonna be honest, Busy. For me, I feel the same way. Like I feel like you are supposed to adapt. I don't think the strong win. I don't think the meek win. I think the most adaptable are the ones that's going to win. Like no matter where they take us, we will adapt. No matter where they take us, we will adapt. And I think that's what it comes down to. So now that we have been in America for so many years, I am African American. Just because, you know, if that's the case, we just go back to Africa at that point once we had our free will. Good night, Sunshine. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
I think like the thing is, yeah, adaptation is good. It is, you know, how to survive almost.
No,
But I think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's it though. Like you see how like other cultures, they stick so close together, right? And then they remember certain stuff. And they remember when they was in that state together, in that country together, and that bond brings them so much together. And I don't think we really got that, because I don't know why we don't, but I think it's that part right there, like just adapting to not going back to, yeah, it was erased. There's a lot of stuff that been erased that we don't know about, right? So like I think it's about learning about that for real. And we can't say that is that because we just adapting to it. We adapted to something. We can't even go back. We can't even relate to that.
But yeah, Busy, you know what? The add on for that is funny. The reason why a lot of stuff is erased, you know what I'm saying? I was watching a documentary and this England guy was in a castle and he was showing portraits, right, of his family that dates back to the 1200s, right? They got portraits of him. I could go back 4 generations. I could go back to my grandmother. That's it. It's over. After that, I don't know nothing, nor does anybody else know anything. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff was, you know, the 1800s was crazy. You know, people was being, you know, broke, families was being torn apart. You know what I'm saying? So at a point, you know, you don't really know where, you know, who's, you know, your ancient. You feel me?
Right.
It's just missing. It's a missing link.
Right. But but do that make you want to question like why?
No, at this point, I don't. Right now, I don't give a f. You dig what I'm saying?
But you'll adapt though. You don't care, but you'll adapt.
I mean, I don't care that I can't identify who my great grandmother is. Nah, because in my mind, it's Harriet Tubman.
And then you see the resiliency in that. That don't make you want to go to that.
And go to
the resiliency. You see how resilient Harriet Tubman was. You know what I'm saying? That don't make you want to go to that. Want to make you adapt to.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying basically,
I dig it. I dig it.
Can basically, like stifle you and make you like stagnant, and scared to rebel if need be. I definitely get it. I get it, definitely. For me, I'm still processing what you said because it makes sense. I think it comes down to the actual environment that you're in and whether you choose to adapt or choose to, you know, move a different way. Because there's been times in my life, I'm very adaptable, but it's been times in my life when I've had to choose to, we're gonna be talking about the law of detachment. I think that plays a part of it. The law of being able to practice the law of detachment and understand like, none of this is really permanent. Lets me be like, okay, I'm just here for the ride. But then when it comes down to things that like, from an activist standpoint, certain matters happening that you want to stand up and speak out against, don't get so comfortable and adapt to what's happening to where it keeps you shut up, like keeps your mouth closed, you know? Right. It's hard to put into words, but I felt that on a spiritual level, what he was saying.
Guess like, what?
Harriet did not adapt. She said, fuck this. Well, she did kind of adapt in a way.
She adapted to getting the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Her new norm was getting not just herself out, but as many of her people out. She adapted to that lifestyle for sure. And it's 7 o'clock, so we are now.
Hey, where that double XL at, nigga?
It's right here.
Let me close it out for our video. Thank you everybody for diving deep with us tonight and celebrating Black excellence in a way that is fitting for this platform. From inventors to pioneers. Tonight we talked about Black brilliance and how it shaped the world, sometimes in ways that we didn't even realize. Yeah, busy?
Hold on, my bad. You could check me and Floyd Mayweather out in my photos. We together, we posing, we like this together. You heard? Go check that out real quick. Hell yeah.
Nah, you staying here. You're gonna stay here. You're gonna be a part of the after talk. Okay. Next week though, we will be switching gears, y'all. Make sure you favor guests. Next week, in honor of Valentine's Day, we're gonna be asking the big question. What is love? What is love? Whether it's self-love, a friendship, romance, or something totally unexpected, we are going to unpack it together. And I definitely want to know you guys' thoughts in the chat. So make sure you hit the star to fave me so you can come back next week, or just look for that beautiful big banner that lets you know we're featured. But until then, just stay curious, stay kind, and keep celebrating excellence every day. Okay?
Now, y'all know my colors is fucked up. Well, y'all don't know, but y'all know I don't see colors right. But is it me? But do he need this for his flannel? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get drippy in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, I was looking. I'm like, hold on.
I'm gonna tell you what love is.
I ain't the best at matching shit.
That's gonna be for next week, John. You gotta make sure you
but
nah, I'm
look like he need the Burberry Turby.
I didn't even process that.
You need the Burberry turny.
I'll give you this one. Let me get that one.
Yeah, it makes so much
It makes
sense now.
sense.
It took
He
me an
got the
hour to
safety
connect the
edges.
dots.
It connected though. It connected.
Hey, yo, y'all roll up. We about to get high. What the fuck is up?
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
right
it.
about that.
Let's do it.
Don't worry, I got you, bro. Got you. We're gonna stay connected. We're gonna stay connected like motherfucking AT&T, you heard? Get you right with the fucking East Arabic fashion.
I need that. I need
Big
that.
shout out to Hazel. Hazel,
Yo,
you don't
shout
know how
out to
me feel like
Hazel.
me.
All right,
Shout out to
Hazel.
Spoil, shout out to Let's
Shout out
Roll,
to Spoil.
shout out to Top 3 in this bitch.
Shout out to everybody that gifted or everybody that exchanged energy and partaked in the conversation. Love all
Dude, I
y'all.
just came in. No. This shit sound like you about to get off.
I got
Go
y'all. I'm
ahead,
gonna
bro.
favor all y'all, you heard? Hey, yo, child, you can smoke now, nigga. With that blunt.
I know, right?
I appreciate,
Hey,
I
babe.
appreciate you
Man.
giving box.
I was gonna tell
Hey,
y'all some
babe.
shit. Yeah, man. That little Lone Ranger bullshit the white folks made on TV, that's actually based off a nigga.
Babe
The
got us
what?
hooked up.
Yeah, that's based off of a black. That's a real black dude. The Lone Ranger was a real black dude.
Oh, I remember my grandma used to watch The Lone Ranger.
But they made that bullshit on the TV, but it was based off a black dude that
I'll
probably
be
was a
back. Hold
sheriff in Texas. And nobody, the white folks didn't want to fuck with him. He had to hold down that city by his damn self. Nobody would fuck with him.
All right, I'm ready to smoke.
And then you got your gunslingers in the 1800s, Sundance, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Sundance Kid was black, ran with a white boy. Nobody knew that.
Yeah, Hazel.
Yeah, man, dog, there's a lot of black motherfuckers that's lit.
Hold on, child. You coming with some intense energy. Hold on. He said, I'm here
Y'all
for
too
it.
intense right now.
I'm here for it.
Wow, shout out. This was fire. I never been on nothing like this. Like this was fire. I had a great time.
Hell yeah. No, I appreciate you too. And you know, typically I send you the questions beforehand if you let me know you want to do that topic.
Yeah. I wanted to do the law of attachment. That was the last date. I seen you was looking for hosts. I wanted to do that though. I'm an Aquarius, you heard, so I kind of know about that law of attachment. I can easily do that. I definitely want to chop it up about that and learn something about that.
When I tell you we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that wants to be a guest for Law of Detachment. So I'm making it, oh wait, I need one more guy, because I was like, fuck, since it's so many of y'all, if I find another guy, we can do a special segment where for 30 minutes I'm talking to the guys about their views on the questions. Then the other 30, I can have a different set of questions for the women. So if you are available, I'm down for you to do the February 19th Law of Detachment.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm all the way down for that. I definitely want to grab some information about that and talk about that. But
Yeah, that's going to be a good topic. So not next week, but the following week.
what's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
When's that in?
Earth?
No, like what month?
Oh, January.
Oh,
We start the year. We end the year and start it.
no, that's fine.
Bay is the only person I do homework for, and I appreciate you so much. I really do. Okay. It's my Friday, but let me not forget that it's not my kids' Friday, because I did that last week. Are we gonna smoke?
Yeah, I'm rolling up.
You do. I gotta start doing the special flyer for the top gifter of the show too. But what you can do, get up here with us. Still got to be a game. Yes, we love to make all of our topics into a game. in the middle, so it don't just feel like I'm just talking at you. Someone
Split it,
came in here,
yeah.
she said, I feel like I'm at school.
Hey, bonus bet. I'm gonna send you some topics too, like probably tomorrow. You heard? Cause there's
Please.
some.
Just let it. Yeah.
Yeah, send me a
Uh,
list of topics.
Yeah, facts. I'm on some like, you know, Instagram guys. This new thing like is see what you like, what you be looking at, like your algorithm. You seen that? Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah, like Instagram got this new joint where it be like what you be looking at the most, right? So one of my things is like self improvement. I'm not sure. I think it's still on my stories. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Yeah. Nah, I went away. It's been 24 hours. But yeah, hell yeah. So heavy self improvement stuff. Like you heard, heavy on the self improvement. Like everything should be self improved. Like instead of like 185, put 225 on that bench press. You heard? Facts. Like keep going up. Like you just never stop. Not going up. Word. What you bench pressing, B?
I haven't noticed that feature yet. Please show. Thank you.